today's lecture, we are going to see a overview of Microsoft 365 Admin Center, where usually admins come here and manage entire organization users, Exchange, and SharePoint. Everything will be managed from here only. Okay. If any users needs to be created, sometime we have a on-prem server where we create user on-premises and sync all users to cloud. So that is a different scenario. But if you have a separate setup which is completely on cloud, in that case, we create accounts on cloud. I mean, definitely in Azure Active Directory. So that level of settings we have and options we have in our Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So today we are going to see what are the options we have in this 365 Admin Center. Let's deep dive into it. So the very first option we see here is home. In that home, you see a simple dashboard with health. We can switch from health to simplify to get the more options. But I prefer to stay on simplified view where you can simply create, add user, reset password, view your billings, and also see your licenses under products, upcoming changes. So this simplified dashboard, I feel good while using it. Okay, so under that, we don't see much options here, but it's really useful for just monitoring. I never use this, honestly. So the next option we have is Copilot, how you integrate your Copilot into your applications like Teams and Outlook, PowerPoint, Word. So Microsoft Suite can be integrated with Copilot. So these options are managed from here. So we will not go deeper in this, but I'm just giving you the overview. What is Copilot and what is these options available in the Copilot? Okay, so here you can see some kind of supports and availability integration we can do from here. Okay. Uh, Under users, you see active users option where you create users, password reset and deletion, managing users, those kind of things you do here. Or we have created a separate video on how you can create user and give licenses. So this kind of information you can find here and you can manage users. Contacts is nothing but a, let's say you want to add a external user to your distribution list. So what you can do, you can simply come here and add that user, give the external email address, boom, that's it. You will be able to add that user into a distribution list. Okay, usually we get this kind of information request daily. Guest users are external users whom we create account to grant permissions on a SharePoint site or a specific file. So for that, you can use guest users. I can show you that in a separate video. Okay. So this options gives us normal user like the cloud user. The invite user is the external user where we have to just enter the external email address and that's it. With this guest user, we can control MFA as well. Okay, so if anyone wants to access a file, you can enable MFA to get that file accessed. Okay, it gives more security. So next option we have is deleted users. Whatever the deleted user you see here, they will be fall under here. I think I'm not sure. I need to verify that, but I will definitely put comment here. Okay. The next option we have is groups. Under groups, you see active groups. There are three type of groups now available in Microsoft 365. Very first group is Microsoft 365 groups, which is multitasker, what I can say. It gives you a mail, it gives you a Teams communication channel, it gives um, site, I mean a storage site. So it's kind of a multitasking M365 groups. We can say you can use as a distribution list as well. I mean for sending and receiving email. It won't don't have functionality to send email, but obviously it has a file sharing capability, collaboration capability. So that kind of capability you can get from Microsoft 365 admin, I mean group. Distribution list is nothing where you can, add users into a group and send them a email, but you cannot send email from that email address. I'm stressing my word on from, okay? Because you cannot send email from that particular distribution list. It is just used to receive the emails. Okay. The very next option we have is security groups, which will be created for assigning permissions or adding any devices into it to grant the permissions on policy level, kind of stuff we can do with the security group. Okay. Deleted groups, obviously the all deleted users, I mean, sorry, deleted groups will come here. The next option we have is shared mailbox. Shared mailbox is a group of people like support team or uh, a support team or finance team. We can send email. Also, a person who has access to send email from that email address, they can send email like a HR email, like HR team sending email to company-wide users. So that email usually come from so and so HR, like TCS HR or any Microsoft HR kind of thing. You can do that. It basically has a functionality of sending email from that email address. In the distribution list, we saw only receiving capability, but shared mailbox has a capability of sending emails to multiple users, groups as well. Okay, that is the use of shared mailbox, my friend. Uh, Role. In that role, I see couple of multiple roles we have, built-in roles we have. You can grant these roles to uh, admins who works on their specific task. Like if any admin is working on like Exchange side or SharePoint side, we can grant them Exchange or SharePoint rules. Okay. The very next option, I mean, there are some predefined Exchange rules, predefined Exchange built-in rules we have here that that we can directly give from role assignment. Okay. The administrative units, what I said, like you can some part of the administration, like divide a group of unit, like we have a billing unit, we have a like a licensing unit. So those kind of um, separation we can do in this option. Okay. Resources are nothing, but let's say in your organization we have kiosk devices, kiosk devices in the sense like um, meeting devices. In every organization, we will have Teams device where you go and just enter your meeting ID or book that meeting on behalf of you. You will see a screen of um, meeting which you scheduled. You just need to tap on join and you can join from that device. In that meeting room, you will have a big screen and mic, audio, everything will be there. You just need to join that. So here we can create that resource and align that resource to that particular device. So if you send email to that device, it will block your timing. Okay. So that level of functionality you can do in that room and equipment. Okay. The this site is something very new. Okay. I never seen this option here, but might be I missed it. Microsoft updates. Okay. So the sites is nothing but these are the SharePoint site which got created by default. One is all company wide site got created. I never created this, but it just created by itself. Site is nothing but it's a SharePoint site where we store information or publish a site for internal users. Okay. The marketplace is the very new option. What I see here, this option gives you flexibility to add new licenses and check the trial of their products. And it's basically a market of all licenses, products, you can directly buy it from here. Easy for billing, billing team or who purchase the license. Okay. Under billing section, you see what products you have and what are the licenses you have. You see in this any add-on or any deactivation you need to do, you can go here and change the billing account you need, like you usually have credit card, company credit card payments. So those are information will be managed from here. Okay. The licenses is what are the licenses you have under your tenant. So that subscription will show up here. Okay. If I just add a Exchange Online Plan 2 or any Copilot license, it will show here. Okay. Right now we have only Microsoft 365 E3 group. Okay. So the billing payment, as I said, it will give you more information once you go to this invoice and other tabs like change billing cycle. These options will give you more clarity on how you pay your bills and invoices, anything. Okay. Billing accounts is something, let's say if a user has permissions or billing uh, uh, access, so those user will be responsible for paying and say, it will have a address to send email, I mean send invoices basically to that particular address. So this kind of information you can find it here. Okay. Basic about payment method, what payment method we uh, have. So those information will be here. Any billing notification you get, that will be fall under here. Okay. Cost management, I never touch this option, but I will try to see what is this option. Oh, okay. It has the similar details like what are the billing accounts, this is what I said, right? What is the billing account and everything we see here. Billing cycle, billing payment, it might gives you information, sensitive information. Okay. So, what we have in this, I just turned off video because I want to show you that Microsoft Admin Center clearly. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, where we are right now, the billing is done. Okay. The support. Let's say if you have any issues with your um, product, let's say any issue in Microsoft Exchange or any issue in SharePoint. So you can log a case with Microsoft by simply going to help and support. Also, you will get one option here to simply raise a help support. Okay, we usually do when we unable to fix or any outages from Microsoft. Okay, we can see the pending request we raised. Request means the issues we you raised. Okay. Uh, The next option is settings. That is very important. This settings is completely org level settings. So even if you change anything here, it will be impact on your entire organization. Okay. So be careful while doing these changes. You will see a particular domain you have or you are on right now. You can also add custom domains. You need to just validate your TXT and MX records to prove your identity that you owns that domain, and you can also change the uh, default domain as well here. If you have multiple domains, you will have access to change the default domain. So this kind of information you will see here, and also you can buy a domain from Microsoft um, service provider as well. Like Microsoft can give you the domain name on within the Microsoft rather than going to GoDaddy or any other provider. Okay, search and intelligence let you uh,